Yes, so David, I'll be curious to hear this, especially with the story that you shared earlier, specifically of like retailers, like employees, like putting in credit card details directly into notes files. I personally have had issues where, like, at doctor's offices, I've been asked, they're like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'll just put your credit card like in your file," and I'm like, "No, thank you." Like, and so I've definitely been somebody who's sometimes made my fight for privacy feel more challenging in my like day to day life as a consumer, but I had a CTO basically tell me that he felt like the fight for privacy was dead and now it's the fight for. And based off of your background and what you do in your day to day, I would just love to get your take on that. Do you feel like the fight for privacy is dead and we're really just focused on security, or do you think there's still value in the actual fight for privacy?
I think the fight for privacy has rolled into the fight for security because I mean, the fight for privacy can't die. If it dies, we're all hosed. But security is a superset of privacy. You have to cover this stuff. And the challenge is you just simply have to have the business buy into the fight. If the business can buy into the fight and they're willing to put the budget behind it to make it happen with the training, the process, the expertise, and arguably the checks and balances at each layer, the security will happen and therefore the privacy will happen. If the business doesn't buy in from the top down, it's game over.
I like that. I like the thought about thinking of security as a part of our entire fight for privacy. It's part of the reason why we do what we do every day, is because we are motivated by the basic principles of keeping personal information private if we can. And I think you've spent your life's work doing that. So we appreciate that a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, in my industries, it's where I've worked. It's been financial data, it's been mass media data, it's been healthcare data, it's been everything in between. And I see it day in and day out, and I want to make it a better place. I don't want people's info out there, and it's got to happen in order for this stuff to continue to work.
Yeah. And knowing a few of your clientele you've had over the years, I think most people listening can directly thank David for some of that privacy they get, because he's worked with some big name brands over the years. So really appreciate your efforts there, David, and for you joining us on Socializing Security. It's been a great conversation. I hope people take databases a little bit more seriously now.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. And if anybody has any questions on this stuff, don't hesitate. Yell as loud as you can in your organization upwards. If it's something's not secure, voice it, because they need to hear it.